Well, hello there, my friends at YouTube. This is Karins VSG. This is Sabbath, March 31st, 2018, and I'm coming to you with my week 47 update. I weighed in this morning. I was 144.6. Last week I was 144.2. So I'm staying pretty much the same. I did call the nutritionist this week because I wanted to know if there was something I was doing wrong or if there was something I could change or something to kind of jumpstart the weight loss again, because I've been at this for a long time. I actually also did this week. I added up all of my numbers, which I suppose are backwards for you, but from the beginning I went through all my videos and wrote them all down because I literally haven't been keeping track on paper. And so I now have a running total of my weight losses, and as you can see from, let's see, 11.4 is a good example. 11.4 I lost, or I was at 153.4, and so from then to now, which is 144, I've lost 11 pounds. So all of these weeks I've been pretty much staying the same. Well, I shouldn't say that. I went down, the lowest I got was 143.8, and that was 4 weeks ago, and that's the lowest I've gotten. But I've been hovering from 149.6 to 143.8. I've been hovering in between that since December. So I was pretty frustrated this week, and every time I kept trying to do some different things. I actually started drinking some protein shakes this week. I got Premier Protein instead of the Slim Fast and the Special K ones, which I just can't seem to tolerate anymore. I hate this view because of my chin, but this is 56 years of fat. Anyway, so I was getting pretty frustrated, and then what she told me was, when she looked it up, she says my BMI is like at 25, 26, and that's a healthy BMI. So she said that, she wouldn't worry about it. And so, but I am worried about it because I still know, I know I still have, here, I'll stand up a little bit. I know I still have weight here to lose in my stomach. And so I would still like to get some of that off. And granted, I have not been exercising like I should. I have gotten out a couple times, but with this cold weather we've had all winter long, I just haven't been out, and I can't afford to go to the Y right now because my husband doesn't make enough money, and I have my granddaughters during the day, and so I can't like go and exercise during the day. So once summer hits or spring hits, and right now in Minnesota it's cold. We had 15 degrees this morning Fahrenheit, and they got 12 inches of snow down south of us, about 50-60 miles, and so we're still getting snow, and it's cold. And it's going to be a late spring this year. Normally end of March we're melting, and granted it's melting, but it's not. We're usually getting into spring at this time. So anyway, all those frustrations. But I'm hoping when that happens, I'll be able to get out and get out and do some more walking and some more exercising and that sort of thing. My husband now just went for a walk, but I am so cold and my hands are cold that I didn't go with him because I knew I would just get cold and it wouldn't warm up. So anyway, so this would be my week 47 update. I've been trying to search on YouTube at people's week 47s just to see what everybody was doing, and there are several of you that have had frustrations at that time. But I'm hoping that, and I mean, I'm just hoping I can figure that out. Oh, this is going to fall on me. Here, let me push this up. So anyway, so, whatever words you can give me to encourage me, I'd really appreciate it. Because, and if you've got strategies to break a stall, to get me losing weight again, I'd really appreciate any help you can give me. So, what else? It's my granddaughter's 5th birthday today, so we went and had dinner with her. I didn't get to go to the party this morning because we had church this morning, and so and I'm going to be gone on the 14th and the 28th of April, so I didn't want to cancel church again. So I decided that I couldn't go, and they had it at a gymnastics academy, which is something I would have loved to do. I loved gymnastics when I was in school. I'm just wondering if I would kill myself if I tried to do some of that stuff now. I don't feel like I would, but I'm 56 years old. I don't know if I should be bouncing around on trampolines and stuff like that. So I would love to do the uneven parallel bars and hang from the bars. That would be my fun thing to do. Anyway, what else went on this week? I did some photographing this week. But I've just been kind of keeping up to date on the stuff that you guys have been doing, and then researching a little bit on breaking stalls. So I'm going to start lifting weights. I think I have some 3-pound weights around here, so I'm going to start doing that, and see if that'll give me a little bit of strength and tone my muscles a little bit. But my nutritionist wasn't really worried about it as much as I was, so I was happy that she was happy, but I still think I would like to lose some more weight. So anyway, I've never done a body shot, by the way, either, because I figured, well, I had a terrible body, and I'm not ready. I mean, what you saw earlier was the most I've ever showed. But I'm wearing like a 12 size pants, or a size 12 pants, and that hasn't changed since December. Maybe even November. I have some of these leggings that I bought in November or in end of October, beginning of November, and they still are they still fit me, but they're a little tight even. And I think that might be because I'm drying them. I don't know. They shrink, so when I wear them, they kind of cut my stomach off, and I'm uncomfortable in them when I eat, right after I eat. So and then of course, the sun decides to shine on me right at this moment. So anyway, that I haven't really bought any other clothes, and I really don't really want to right now, because I think I'm going to be buying clothes for summer. I'd like to buy a bathing suit, and that's out right now. But I'm going to be really fussy. I think I'll probably buy like boy shorts or something like that, because my legs at the top are really, really saggy, kind of like this. But my inner thighs are really saggy like that. And so I don't know if I want people to see that. I'm just not uncomfortable. I'm not just comfortable with that yet. So I don't know. What else? What else is going on? Not much. I just wanted to update you on this really quick. And I miss my YouTube people. I miss living like Jody. I miss Melly May. I miss SJ's journey, and I miss Made Up Mama. She didn't post this week, but I'm assuming she will pretty soon, because she's pretty regular about that. And some of those people that I watched when I first started, I really, really miss them. Thank you, Mini Me in Tennessee, for still posting, because those are important to me yet. You're out enough. Is it 2 years? You're out enough that kind of information 2 years out is still important to me, because I'm kind of coming up on my 1-year anniversary, and so I kind of want to know what's going on in the next couple months, in the next couple years. So I hope you keep posting. I understand that it's a lot of work, and I love your other channel, so I do get to see you on that one. But any tidbits of wisdom that you have, and I can't believe that you weigh what you weigh, and you're 5'5". I'm 5'2". And right now I'm weighing 144.6. So this is what confuses me about weight loss, though. And I know we shouldn't compare each other, but it's like, how can somebody 5'5" or 5'6" or whatever weigh 120 pounds? And then how do I get there? Because I would really like to be 120 pounds again. I was 120 pounds for probably 6, 7, 8 years before I got pregnant. So I would like to get back there again. The doctor did say that he thought I could probably hit 125, but I need to do something to jog my weight. And so if there's some advice that you can give me, I know I've been eating some carbs, and the dietitian said they really want me to eat carbs like peas and potatoes. And so I might try to do like more natural foods. I know I'm eating processed food, but I might just go that way a little bit and see if that just jumpstarts me just a little bit. And actually, when summer comes, I know I'm not as hungry, so that might help. So I'll keep you abreast of what's going on here. And yeah, no, never mind my clothes. These I wear. These are like flannel pajamas, but I don't wear them in bed. I would bake if I wore these to bed. But I wear them when I'm around home comfortable. And it's Sabbath afternoon, and my husband just went out. He was taking a nap, and he just left and went for a walk. I told him I was staying here. And I was watching the tribute to Del Delker. She was a singer that our church has enjoyed she was with the Voice of Prophecy. If you've ever heard the Voice of Prophecy on radio, she was with the Voice of Prophecy for 70 years. So she's one of the most well-known women in our denomination. And I was watching her tribute, and it was just beautiful. I got to meet her when I was a child back in the 70s at our camp meeting in Minnesota. And she was just the most gracious person. And I remember being so happy that I got to meet her, because she dedicated her entire life to the cause of God, and that just doesn't happen in a lot of people's lives. And she never married, and she had I was talking to people at my church today about how the fact that here she was, this beautiful person who's singing songs for God, and she had a congenital hip problem, and it just kind of reminded me of Jacob and his hip when he wrestled with God. And she wrestled a little bit with going with the Voice of Prophecy when they called her. They had to call her 4 times. So if you get a chance and you want to watch that it's really interesting. It's on Loma Linda University Church and on YouTube. And so it's a beautiful tribute to her. And if you didn't know who she was, then check it out. You might be really impressed with her singing and her life. So another thing that I've watched this week that really just broke me down. Oh my goodness. Grey's Anatomy this week. Oh my word. It was One Day Like This. It was April's Crisis of Faith Comes to a Head. Oh my goodness. I watched that and I just sobbed. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, if you go at about the 29-minute mark in that season or that episode, and watch just from there, I highly recommend you watch that 10 minutes. It just totally put life into perspective for me. And I was very, very impressed. That's the best. I've watched all of their episodes, and that is the best episode I've ever seen. And it's probably the best episode I've seen on television in a long, long time. So if you get a chance, and you're a member of Hulu, because it's on Hulu, go ahead and watch that, because I just sobbed when I read that. So, all right, well, listen, I'm going to get going. It's 12 minutes already, and there's not much more to update. I'll go back here so you guys I'm not white. And I will catch you up next week. I know I told you I was going to do a video on 50 things about myself, but I can't find 50 things about myself that's interesting. So if you have any questions for me, though, put them down in the comments, and I will try to answer them next week. And also, don't forget that I have a contest going right now. So if you comment on my video last week, and to figure out what you want or what I wanted for that, if you comment on my video for last week, then I will enter you in the drawing that I'm going to give away for my surgiversary, my 1-year anniversary of my VSG surgery, which is May 4th, 2017. At St. Mary's Hospital, Essentia Health in Duluth, Minnesota, with Dr. Matthew Bettendorf. And if you comment on there and give me some suggestions on how to break a stall or what happened after your first year of your surgery, if you still lost weight and how much lost you weight and what you had to do that, if you just comment on that somewhere, I will enter you into the drawing. And so I'm kind of thinking of things that I'm going to send. Being from Minnesota, I'm thinking of buying some Minnesota things because it's indicative of our area. So, and if you haven't yet and you come across this, please like and subscribe my videos. I would really like to do this more. And so if this is something that you feel that I'm doing okay on, or if you think I can expand on, please give me suggestions. I would like to do this. I can't seem to get a job outside of the home. And I'm going to be watching my granddaughters as soon as their daddy goes back to work. I wanted to get a job because we had insurance come up this year, and we qualified for Minnesota Care last year. And then this year, they said because my husband was offered insurance through his insurance or his employer, he makes $12.60 an hour at the local L&M warehouse here, or the main warehouse for L&M, which is like a Tractor Supply and all that kind of stuff, like Fleet Farm kind of thing. And he got offered insurance for zero amount every month. But to put me on the insurance, it costs us $400 a month. Now you figure that out. He's bringing $900 home every 2 weeks, $800 to $900 home, and now we have to take $200 out of each paycheck, and pay for insurance so that I can have insurance. And so that's costing a lot. And so because I'm watching my granddaughters, I really can't go out and get a job, and nobody wants to hire me for like evening work. And they don't want to give me Sabbaths off, even though that's against the law. They still, once they know that I need Sabbath off, and it's not because I want the day off. I do want the day off, but I want it off for a good reason. I worship on Saturday and Sabbath, and I actually am the elder of my church, and if I'm not there, they close the church down. So it's kind of like being a pastor. If somebody came into your business and he was a pastor of a church and needed an next job, would you hire him, knowing that he can't be there on Sunday or Saturday? So anyway, I can't seem to get a job. So I would kind of like to do this YouTube thing and try to figure this out. And I've got some ideas in the planning. My photography, I've got also oil painting that I do. Those are kind of things I could branch off into, and I haven't seen any VSG people doing that kind of stuff, so I thought maybe I would try that in the future. Maybe when I get my painting stuff out, I'll actually do like a little painting video. What do you think? So give me your advice, and we'll go from there. And sorry this video is like that, because just as I decided to do this, the sun came around and is coming in this window. All right, so thank you very much, you guys, and I will talk to you next week. Keep being encouraged and keep being encouraging, and lift people up and you will be lifted up. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.